I'm Adam Collins. This is Crick Buzz at Stumps at the Women's World T20 at the end of day 4. The first day we played at St. Lucia. Remarkably, we got on despite how wet it was and so much rain. They did some wonderful work, the ground staff, to get us on today, which enabled England to beat Bangladesh and then South Africa to overcome Sri Lanka. Two low-scoring games, despite the fact that the boundaries were brought in because of that rain. We'll come to those in a moment. We'll reflect on the fact that India isn't actually playing tomorrow. So if you're wondering why we're not having a full preview of their fixture, it's their day off. Tomorrow in the other group, the Guyana group, it's Pakistan playing Ireland, then the blockbuster of Australia and New Zealand. So that'll be what's coming to you tomorrow on Crick Buzz at Stumps. But back here in St. Lucia, in this group, in Group A, England got the chocolates over Bangladesh. They won the toss, elected to put in the Bangladeshis, and really they were all over them from the get-go. They took early wickets. They kept them to just 12 runs in the power play. Then it was the trio of left-arm spinners England had at their disposal. Kirsty Gordon on debut took 3 for 16. Lindsay Smith also on debut picked up her first international wicket. And Sophie Eccleston, the ever-reliable tall left-armer, also was in the book. So England only had 76 in order to win the game. They did so after a wobble at the start. Danielle Wyatt was out first ball leg before, then Tamsin Beaumont chipped a ball into the air uncharacteristically. So they lost 2 wickets early in the chase. But then thanks to Amy Jones and then Nat Siver, the steady heads in the middle managed to get England through to their victory target, which was reduced on Duckworth Lewis after a little bit of rain in between times. And we heard from Kirsty Gordon, who actually has played 22 games for Scotland. She made the transition to want to play for England. This was her first game and she was player of the match with 3 for 16. And she spoke wonderfully after play today.
It's really special. I didn't know if I was going to make my debut tonight. Nobody knew if we were going to get a game in, so it's really special to make my debut and to pick up some wickets as well.
How does it feel to be out here and part of this England setup?
Yeah, absolutely. Not at all. Did not expect to be out here. So no, it's really special. The vibe around the camp's really good, and the three newbies have been treated really, really well. So it's really great to be part of this team, and hopefully we can achieve great things.
For England's part, they have the day off here in a couple of days before they play South Africa. That will be a blockbuster after South Africa got the job done tonight in the late game against Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka missed their first game due to rain, so they were desperate to get on, just as England were earlier in the afternoon, but they just weren't up to it with the bat. They only made 98 in a rain-interrupted innings. They did get the full 20 overs in. It was a bit stop-start with some rain across the way. Shabnim Ismail was outstanding. She bowled fast, she bowled accurately, she took 3 for 10 and was player of the match. And we heard her. She had a chat with me actually on Crick Buzz at Stumps just before when she was walking across the ground. Shabnim Ismail, you took 3 for 10. You're on Crick Buzz at Stumps and you've been the player of the match in your first fixture of this Women's World T20 in 2018. You must feel very good about yourself right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely chuffed myself. It's not something I expected, but I just want to hit the deck hard and just bowl dot balls, and I think it came off myself today. And the way myself in Marizan Cup, which I always mention, is that I think the way we bowled up front, I think that just showed a lot of character and skill.
You bowled quickly. You're the fastest bowler in the tournament so far. You hit the stumps. That was a big emphasis of yours before the tournament, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was definitely. I always say I want to bowl quick, but also accuracy comes into play as well.
There was that little wobble in the South African chase. They only needed 99 to win. Along the way, in the first over, they lost Laura Woolvart. Then they lost a big hitting Lizelle Lee from the first ball of the second over. But a composed 67-run partnership between the leadership duo of Danae van Niekerk and Marizan Cap, who elevated herself up to number 3 in the batting order, was enough to get them there to the victory, 7 wickets in hand. So South Africa get a win on the board alongside England and West Indies in this group. It'll be 3 making 2 at the end, so expect some fantastic games of cricket in this group later in the week. Before the show moves back to Guyana tomorrow, a word for the ground staff here in St. Lucia. As I mentioned off the top, the field was not fit for play this morning. They somehow got it ready by 4 p.m. It was a marvellous effort from so many people who really got their muscle behind the job at hand, and that's the reason why we had cricket here today. So well done to the ground staff. Congratulations, and signing off from St. Lucia on Crick Buzz at Stumps. It's Adam Collins. I'll talk to you tomorrow.